When you think deployment, most of us think of troops heading off to war.
Yeah, but local National Guard members recently returned from a different type of deployment, and our very own Sterling Poulson was with them.
That's right. You know, when you get a cough or a cold, what do? You call the doctor, you make an appointment, or you head to the emergency room. Well, that's an option that we have, but for thousands of people in the Dominican Republic, that isn't an option.
Well, give it a real pull.
Thousands of miles from Utah in the Dominican Republic, members of the Utah National Guard and Army Reserve spent the last 4 months repairing schools and building clinics, while at the same time seeing patients in temporary facilities like this school in the remote village outside of Mao. It's a project called Beyond the Horizon, an ongoing effort by U.S. military personnel.
I'm Specialist Noakes. I'm from Bountiful, Utah.
Jesse Blockham, Specialist.
Sergeant First Class Jason Green.
Bringing important services to communities in need and building relationships with partner nations, while at the same time receiving valuable training. Parts of the country are very modern, and hospitals do exist, but they are few and far between, which leaves families in the rural areas without medical care.
It's unfortunate when there's still cultures that exist where kids can die of flu or of dysentery.
Guard and Reserve units from Utah and many other areas of the country served in 2 to 3 week rotations.
Evaluate the basic medical needs of the patients that come to see us, and we have a limited supply of medications, antibiotics, creams, deworming medications that we can then provide for basic medical care for the people that live in this area.
It takes a lot of support to pull off a mission of this size.
Make sure that the supplies get out here to the medicals, their fuel, their water every day. Plus today we're going to help them move from this site to their next site.
As a more permanent solution, Utah soldiers are building clinics in rural areas.
So they want the ditch.
Chief Warrant Officer Ronald Butler is in charge of the construction during this rotation. He says that the citizen soldiers of the Guard and Reserve are prepared for just about anything.
When they come to deploy, they bring their skills with them from the civilian world. You can always find a welder, or you can always find a cook, or you can find somebody in the unit that can do just about anything because of the civilian trades. And that's probably one of the biggest advantages.
92-year-old Antonio Rojas donated land for one of the clinics. He says having a clinic close by will allow people who can't afford the gas to travel to a larger town a chance to get medical help nearby. The buildings are uniquely designed to withstand hurricanes and avoid potential rot and mold in the tropical climate. Other humanitarian projects were completed, including repairs and improvements to a local school.
We're going to take this door frame, we're going to extend it to 36 inches. This way he can get through with his wheelchair.
And a new ramp and wheelchair for a young man injured in a swimming accident that left him permanently disabled. Also supporting the mission are water purifiers and cooks from Utah, working together and truly making a lasting change in a country far from home. The reward for this experience is the great feeling of accomplishment felt by everyone involved.
The program Beyond Horizon is an ongoing effort that began several years ago, so it's likely that this won't be the last deployment by Utah military members to this area of the world. There will be more clinics and possibly more lives saved as a result.
Did you bring your civilian skills to the, to the
deployment? They even had me doing some weather forecast down there for the commander, so it was multi-skilled and multitasking.
You fit in with everybody else.
Yep.
Great story, Sterling. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Sterling.